Won't get to all of them, but whatever. Oh, that'll be good enough. Yeah, let's move this over here. Get my captions up and running. Only reason I use Chrome really is for captions. One more thing set up, and we will continue. Just need my module. And we're good to go. Minimize that. Oh, it was right before we got woken up in the middle of the night. That's right. I'm getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Andreas, get up. Wake your boy too. Peter, what are you all doing here? We're getting you. You need in the comments. Let's go. We'll be asking the question mailer. Alright. Get dressed and be along. That's what we got. Master Andreas? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Something's happening in the comments. Peter and the other ones there. Well, will we be alright, Master Andreas? Peter doesn't think, but I think we should be fine. Welcome in, Zari, in the meeting for the next couple hours. But I'm like, well, thank you for the lyrics, Zari. It means much appreciated. Alright, now that everyone's here, we can start. Start what? What's that? Wait, what? No, won't do that. We're holding a trial for Otto's murderer. You're the one with the evidence. Oh gosh. So you decided a vehement court is the best way to do this. Isn't Westapala. Very don't have the authority to pass blood justice. Capital punishment, also known as a high justice or neck justice, the power to pass the judgment typically reserved to the emperor and his vassals. And why not, Mailer? We must have a means of exacting justice. Well, what have you found? We're all waiting. Hold on, I barely had a day to investigate. I can hardly come to a conclusion so soon. Andreas, enter the man. Damn it, Andreas, give us the killer. Calm down, everyone. This isn't fair. Well, you better be fucking deciding Mailer so we can watch the dynamic go in flames. Hey, quiet. I have a woman in labor right next door. This behavior is shameful. If she loses her child because of this fighting, it will be on your souls. Agnes is right. I know we want justice for my husband and for your friend, but I don't want things to get worse than they already are. Please, Dad, give Andreas a little more time. Fine. Andreas, you got until the baby is born, and after that, we'll claim our child. We'll claim our justice. Work fast, eh? It's the right decision. Hump. Good evening. There's a customary for trusting that the people gather in the commons in the middle of the night. We do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Who's asking? My name is Tristan von Bruggen. I'm here on behalf of the Duke of Bavaria. The title. Louis X and William IV both are working to suppress the present revolt. The Duke is aware that you have been distributing and discussing the 12 articles. He is also aware that you have been disrupting condition of taxation land with the abbot of Kirksaw. The Duke unmercifully does not seek to punish anything for these disputes, but his mercy has limits. The Duke has begun that you have imprisoned the abbot and monks of the Hersal within the abbey. This insult, this rebellion, for this there can be neither tolerance nor mercy. You have until sunset tomorrow to vacate Kersal Island and release the abbot and all monks. If this is not done, the Duke's soldiers will enter the town and the abbey in force. As certain as night follows the day, they will kill every man and boy who stands in their way. He rhymed. What? But God protects us. Oh no. We never wanted to threaten the abbot. Sir, but he wouldn't listen to our demand. We're starving. These efforts are necessary since the townsfolk are also suffering under the abbot's increased taxes. The Duke is aware of this town complaints and finds some merit in them. He believes that some concessions can be made regarding the debt tax and the use of the forest for the wood. Of course, only under the strict condition that the abbot is released unharmed. And what did the peasant get? What about our taxes? What about the right to use the wood for grazing, for fishing? The Duke is unwilling to make additional concessions. You can release the abbot and take what is offered, or you can remain defiant and face the consequences. I will yield little, say steel and fire. Sunset tomorrow. Oh, there it work? Wow, okay. Rude awakening. Another murder. Soldiers approach final hours. Hello, Master Miller. Anything I can do for you? Nothing. Sorry to bother you. Okay, never mind. Well, God bless you. Do you have any more thought to the goodbye? Yes, I'm willing to give it a try. Have a seat then. Hi. Andreas here says he's buying drinks for everyone. Before you get to that, I'd like to say a few words about the man touting the lost Otto Zimmerman. I know it's hard to think about the Duke's soldiers right now, but just listen for a moment. I don't know, it was ordinary man. But you stuck up for his time as he was a loving husband to to Otto. And please, exercise moderation. Do not drink too heavily in Otto's memory. We aren't Lutherans. Yeah, too late. Packed house. Are you the man to thank for the drinks? Truth, the drink to Don and dear friend who recently passed away. On a toast and drink to his memory. A kind gesture. Thank you. Yes, thank you. It was a long road from Milford. We came to visit the shrine of St. Mounts, but the sister said it could close because of some trouble. This one, I think oh, is that going on here too? We heard about the miners in Salzburg. Oh no, I don't like the sound of that, Master Andreas. It'll be alright, have faith. I'll try. I'm sorry, what were you saying about traveling to the shrine? Well, our priest told me to take a pilgrimage here for God, after God saved my little goat's life. I am very happy. Squint. She means the boy Philip over there. Damn it, Philip, get off the table. Woo? Don't curse, Father. Oh, alright. No, you can't say nothing. Anyway, the boy climbed up in the tree and jumped off and landed on his hand on a bird with a nail through it. Ooh. His arms swelled up like a bloated pig and they... Must you describe it that way? Well, it did. He had such an awful fever, he was like boiling his own skin. I pleaded to God to save my little goat, and the next day a miracle. It's true, that very next day. Thank God. I intended to, that's why we came here. I asked our priest in Milan how to thank God. Since the little goat's arm had swollen so badly, he said we should make a pilgrimage to see the hand of St. Moritz. Philip off. So you can imagine how disappointed we were that the shrine was closed. Excuse me. We won't have to wait too long. The boy got brought back. Philip, I'm sorry the boy won't listen. It's no trouble. Do I know you? It's possible I traveled around a bit when I was younger. Oh, that must be it. Thank you for returning the boy. Were you here on St. John's Eve? You didn't know we arrived yesterday morning. Why? No reason. Never mind. Until next time. Till then. Little boy just wants to go everywhere. Who are you? Thank you for doing your daily quest, Samantha. I'm back on Monday to redeem your next one. Just like you're saying here in the golden hand, aren't you? Excuse me, how do you know my name? People say you go to the town mason killed a... People say you got the town mason killed a few years back. How you doing? How goes your Friday, Samantha? He was given a fair trial with all appropriate consequences for his jurisdiction. You say so, I don't know anything about the law. I was just telling my young Hans and Fabian about the life of a land sketch. Doing well. I woke up. I did my exercise routine. Had a good breakfast, and now we're here. Mercenaries throughout the Holy Empire in service of the Imperial Army. They are known for their colorful, flamboyant fashion, their frosty, and their short lifespans. What's the pay like? Is it dangerous? 4 gold in a month, and yes, it's dangerous. Mind you, you have to pay for your own equipment. How much? A good day, yes. 13 to 15 gold. What's a good? Gulden is going coins used as currency of the Holy Roman Empire. Though different symbols exist in the golden in different regions, it's generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. As you say. Oop. Damn, that's more than 10. Yes, it is. It's 3 to 5 more than 10. That's just the, yeah, that's what we just did, the golden. Oh no, I don't have any golden. You see what I'm dealing with here, Miller? You boy. Me? Yes, you look like you're from a family that is completely impoverished. Want to join up? Ouch. Boy is my apprentice. My apologies, no offense intended. Well, it would be a little silly, wouldn't it? Going from an artist ran into a soldier. Yeah, how's your Friday been so far? You responded, we take all kinds. We take this little kind of strength to kill a man. Well, you would know better than I do. Hold on, would you be interested in playing card game to pass the time? Exactly, you look like you're poor. We're playing Langazette. I'm not familiar with the game. I'll explain the rules as we go. They're a simple one to play. Sure. Why not? Play a card game. The rules are simple enough. Pay attention, boys. If you forget everything else, remember that what you want is... not bad. 4:35, then I gotta head out. Oh, I was able to get. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll only be on until around 4:30ish anyway. So, if you got anything else, remember that you want to see a card that matches what's in front of your what in front of you. What matches what is in front of you get dealt into the center. That means you win. If you see a matching card go into the discard pile, your chances of winning are going down because there are only 4 of a kind in the deck. I don't know how to play this. Now, at the start of each hand, everyone has ante up money with 4 players. We use ante a penny. Right, I like the cards. They're cool. After the ante, the dealer shuffles and deals one. Is this like a early version of poker? And then deals 1 card or starting with himself. All cards are dealt face up in this game, so we all know what we're dealing with. The value of the card isn't important if we run through the whole deck, but it may influence your strategy. In this game, the queen is the high card, followed by king, and then the farmer. There's a 13 card, so it's not a real deck. Decks are 1 through 12, no, 1 through 10. No, that's a B. That's a... Is that a king? Or no, is that an ace? What I have, but it's something in hearts. It looks like a B to me. That's a king, that's a 1, that's a D up there. I don't know these cards. High card followed by the king and the farmer. Each turn you raise by the anti-state or fold in the game. Yeah, it's like poker. Let's stay. However, when it raises, every other player must meet the raise. When all players are finished, we deal 3 cards into the discard pile, then we begin again. So, Shadow of Dragon. This one goes, if it matches any that player wins. Doesn't match, then we go through another round until someone wins or runs out of cards. You're out to do you have one? We're playing a real hand. We run out of cards, the highest card. If multiple players have a high card, the highest card wins. Leaves high followed by hearts, bills, and then acorn at the bottom. Let's play a real game now. So we got a we got bet. We all have hearts. I'll stay. Dang it, that one would have been helpful for me. I'm gonna stay. None of these are useful for me. I'm gonna fold. But none of that was useful for me. One enemy, no, the dealer hands the deck to the player on his left. No, it's the deal for the next hand. Seven of. Oh, can we have some beer, Samuel? Why not? Master Miller is paying. Here you are, boys. Enjoy. Thanks. I like the Mrs. Hannish. Dad says she's bringing food to the men working at the rat house. My dad's always over there. It seems weird. Maybe it's just Christian charity. Come on, boys, back to the game. I don't really know what I'm doing. Dang it. I'm gonna run out of money. Have you traveled far, Samuel? I suppose all over the empire and down south near Milan. One of the largest cities in Europe, Milan was a major city-state in the Italian peninsula before becoming part of the Spanish Habsburg Empire. It is economic power, cultural power due to its position among the central trade routes. Must be really far away. I've never heard of any of those places. I've heard about the battle. I think you fought the French. French Italians was to beat them all. I saw the king of France humiliated as my brothers took him prisoner and led him from the field. If I die in my sleep tonight, I can say that I baked a basking Lord for one day of this miserable life. It's not helpful for me. I'm gonna fold that round. I don't think I could have won. Nope, I wasn't gonna win. Four of hearts. Of course, you get rid of things that could help me. I don't see. I don't know what. How do I don't understand how I keep losing. I don't understand this game at all. It doesn't make sense. Looks like we're gonna lose. I'm gonna be out of money soon. Last one. And I lost. Not my day. I know you did. Now this will be remembered. Why would it be remembered that I lose? Oh, that's how it goes. Lost everything at. Oh gosh. That's not good. Oh well. Now I'm broke. Because I thought we were trying to like match like the top heart cards with it. Like I just didn't really. If there's anybody up here we can talk to. They're speaking in Latin, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna try to butcher it. I would love to know how to pronounce that, but I don't know right now. Thank you for the drink. Come join us. The others and I are having quite the chat. Something a little drink to lubricate the mind. If I'd say I'd be honored to join you. Certainly honored to introduce you. DTDS, something in Latin. My cat Aureus Vincio Osoria and Anglo Garici and esteemed doctors from Bologna traveled to Flanders. And PC Consideria, I don't know. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, what a relief, we can all speak Italian. So picking Italian was a good thing. What are we discussing? La natural history of D. Vici. Pliny the Elder is a natural. What's that? Pliny the Elder, a first century Roman historian, statesman, and philosopher, known for his work for natural history, which many consider the first encyclopedia. Cool. It's shit. Oh. That's unnecessarily reductive. Andreas, are you familiar with the Pliny the Elder natural history? That would be funny. Why would an artist know a natural history? I've read it through parts a few times for pleasure. I read. It's not the sort of thing people would read for pleasure if you're interested in medicine or nature. Fortunately, you might not take much pleasure from this conversation. Well, where were we? Natural history is shit. So did Niccolo Laurenti 30 years ago. So said, there's nothing new. Why does it still need to be debated? 15th century Italian physician and humanist dedicated himself to correcting mistranslation of natural history and verifying existing medical texts. We're all still using the text in our practice, so the debate is ended, is it not? Unless Leonardo has published work to replace the Pliny, hey? Of course he has not, but the question remains if mistakes in natural history are simply transcription errors or something worse. Excuse me. Even Calutini, Pliny Trace defender, admits there are translation errors. Everyone accepts this. True, yes, but Learning's criticism is deeper than that. He also calls into question the Arab sources we rely to identify our medicines. Between translation errors and bad sources, why does anyone still revere it as though it were the word of God? Dare we ask your opinion of the matter, Andreas? I'd rather do this text. They should not be held responsible for errors in the late manuscripts. I understand why doctors would VM the text with a measure it's warranted. Thank you for your approval, Doctor. Dr. Salt, your Scotland is uncalled for. I asked Andreas his opinion and he gave it. Did someone die here on St. John's Eve? Yes, they did. Angelo, that's who we're toasted to. Andreas bought the drinks. But now I'm poor. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Andreas. My German is poor. I didn't understand. Don't trouble yourself. Did you know the man well? Yeah, well enough. He was a good man. Then I pray that he is near to God. I wish I was there when it happened, or right after it happened, at least. That's right, Doctor, and the neighbor was the first on the scene. Why? They had the weirdest thing though. Oh well. Well, that was what all the commotion was about. I woke up, but we didn't know what was happening. Did you see anything unusual around that time? We called out to the innkeeper. He and his boy came out and looked confused. Anything else? Oops. I wanted to see what he was thinking about. Dang it. I heard there was an accident by the town hall. No accident. Someone intentionally loosed some lumber and then dropped on the poor man's head. As he arrived on the scene, doctors saw a suspicious figure lurking in the darkness. What? It was murder? More drinks. Yes, and I'm making a list of suspects. I'm sorry, just a moment. Oh. Anything else about that night? No. No, I'm afraid not. Anything so strong in mystery. I don't think that was. Nice meeting you, gentlemen, but I must attend other business. Safe journeys. Many thanks, God. Many thanks. God be with you, Andreas. Oh, Andreas. Yes, Warner. Maybe the thing with the murder has gotten my mind turning over possible suspects. Oh, we did think well. Good, yay. I've seen Otto and Martin Boyer talking a great deal in the last few weeks. I can't guess what the matter was, but you should know there's something about Martin. Who's Martin again? The guy at the drunk. Okay, that was Martin. Strange. How? A year before you first came to testing, I treated the young Martin Breyer for an injury. He cut his side open falling on a roof fence post. Ouch. The wood was jagged and tore his skin considerably. Ooh. Healed quickly, but it left a bad scar about 8 inches long and 4 inches wide. That is a big scar. What's so strange about that? I examined him for a minor rash a month ago. Guess what? The scar is not there. He didn't have the scar anymore. It completely vanished. Scars don't do that. Understood. Thank you, Warner. Think nothing of it. It's not. I have occasionally thought poorly of you, but I realize you are a hard-working man. We both have things to be proud to have you. I appreciate your sentiment. Until later, Andreas. Damn, god damn it. What's wrong with you, blind and dumb? Something about an accident. Calm down, it was an accident. I swear. What the hell are you saying? Speak German. Come on. What do you want me to say? Just beer. You want to fight? You say the same. Come to let your place, fancy man. Oh, poor guy. No, this is not how I want it. Hey! His body is barely cold. Buttering down to remember him and delaying the burn of his death. I hardly think a dumb brawl is the proper way to remember him. Out, everyone out. Oh, he was right. Martin's scar. What am I supposed to... What time is it? Maybe I should go talk to Martin? I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's time for me to have a meal, I guess. Oh, Andreas, what have you come back to? Just awful, just awful. I should never allow Klaus to publish the 12 articles. This is what happens when common people get agitated with reading nonsense. Nonsense, that's what you think of the 12 articles? I spoke rashly. There is merit to the fundamentals of the 12 articles, of course. There is even merit in the ideas of Martin Luther, but I am not an advocate that this pleasantry should read his work. The pamphlets of these books can make you crazed, furious. Sister Amelia and I have seen what happens when good people become a part of a mob. What do you mean? Before we came to town, I was the priest of a town at Berkshire. Not in this Berkenstein, I don't know. But in the 16th century, the Berkentine are a Christian monastic order that observed the vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. Birkenstocks, there you go. Yes, Birkenstocks, for sure. The town was full of good people, but the good people got whipped into a panic by an educated neighbor, the town doctor. He had heard that Maller's Magnificarum, the Hammer of the Witches, a treatise on witchcraft published in Superior in 1486. Theologian at the University of Cologne condemned the book as unethical and not in line with Catholic doctrine. Despite this, the book has enjoyed widespread popularity. Of course, if you ban a book, people are just going to want to read it more. Duh. The Witch Hunting Manual, the author was driven out of Innsbruck, wasn't he? Yes, though word of that had not reached our doctor. One thing the book's author and the doctors shared was a contempt for and hatred of women. Oh. In the convent, the doctor saw a coven of witches. In Sister Amelia, he saw not a mystic, but a woman possessed by evil spirits speaking blasphemy. But surely the local master didn't believe that. No, he did not, but that didn't matter because the doctor inflamed his neighbor's fears. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it made no difference. They wouldn't listen to reason, they wouldn't even listen to scripture. In the dead of the night, they gathered at the common and set fire to it. Sister Amelia was lucky to escape with her life. Oh, she's here now. The rest of the nuns were not as fortunate. So I'm all too aware of what can happen when a mob. I should have known it all. What would happen again? This is my fault. You can't blame yourself for this, Father. Why not? I share more than a small measure of responsibility. You think that Otto's death would have shocked the farmers in abandoning a helpless cause? It only inflamed them. Do what you can to keep the peasants calm. I'm still looking for Otto's killer, yeah. I will, but I fear this has all gone beyond my control. Suppose there's no good in fretting about what's already happened. I have to minister to these people of the town the best I can given the circumstances and pray for the rest. For the best. Because I need to hear confession of the townsfolk. For you grieve me to say this, but with soldiers on their way, there might be the less confession some of them will have. They said they'll be coming in after dinner. You could excuse me, I need to prepare. Of course, Father. Hello, Forgive me, I forgot your name. Andreas Mahler, master artist. You must be Elsie Moran and the miller's wife. Oh yes, that's me. My husband has been talking about you or your arrival. We're pleased you've done so well for yourself. I guess the mill's doing well. All the things you didn't see. But our works relentlessly to keep in good condition. He was very proud of it. It's unique in these parts, inspired by the technologies in the north. So it's very profitable too, and that's important to Lenhart. Who is this young man? Caspar, my apprentice. Hello, mistress. Oh, you must be my daughter. You must be my darling Paul. Love to meet someone his age and pursuing art. Just not where Lenhart can see. I'm sure. That would be delightful, Master Mailer. Thank you both. You are most welcome, Elise. I will now return to my work, Master Mailer, until later. Until then. Hi. Hello, are you Helena's daughter? I'm Martha. Mother, it's nice to meet you. Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay. Hi, Martha. Oh, Miss Miller, I never thought I'd see you back here again. I came by to pay my respects to Brother Piero. I'm sorry I didn't know the man, but I heard it. Others speak well of him. How have you been, Helena? Well, little Martha managed to survive since you last visited, thank God. But lately, not so well. You must know about the taxes that we have to deal with. Now that Otto has been murdered, Carl is almost as angry as Peter. Half of the day he's up at the abbey making sure the monks don't try to sneak out. Him and Seppa, don't know that guy, and half the other farmers. They reason to be angry, but Lord, I wish these men would cool their heads. Sounds like the peasant can't lose right. So they have more to lose if things get violent. Charles always been such a hard-headed. Anton takes after him. I pray nothing happens to them. Now then, I best get back to my work. Till later. Until then. Wait, once. Yeah. Oh, it's not me. Oh. I'm trying to figure out who had the scar. Oh, there we go. What's a scar? I forget who has the scar. Yeah, Martin. That's right. Martin. That's how I wanted to talk to Martin. So where's Martin's house? Wait, well, what's Martin's last name? Hold up. So many people. Brower. Bauer with B. I don't know what he is right now. Yeah, I love the sound that they did. Oh, let's go up there. I'm gonna go up there. Guys, how did you get caught up in another murder? Maybe God wants me to solve the murder instead of making art. A bad way to put food on the table, but maybe you're right. But Andreas, I can't talk any sense into Peter. Okay. I understand he's angry. We're all angry, but threatening the abbot? Firing on the abbey, the Duke's soldiers will tear this town apart. Peter won't listen to you. What makes you think carry me away from me? Well, you lived with them. I'm just worried for all of us. Otto leaves his wife and his newborn child all alone in the world. What would I leave behind? In all these years, I still haven't found anyone to love, anyone who would remember me if I died. It's never gonna happen. Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than his Christian. Then you need to go back and find her. Oh, really? You're older than me, you're not married. Go find her, that's how it should be. You seem strong about this, Andreas. It sounds foolish, juvenile, you might say. I don't think it's the same way. I may not have knowledge, but I need. Hey, but it feels right. Aww. Convinced. Oh, that's nice. Well, if I have a chance to get back into that, maybe I will. Hee hee. But it's hard to know about saving up to go to Innsbruck market with the father grown up, bleeding us all. Oh, are you thinking? Are you thinking? Are you in line? Well, of course, the ground has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Anyways, it used to be able to go fishing in there, not anymore. not one little thing that's bad, it's everything went together. Bit by bit, new taxes, new laws, new restrictions. We felt the pinch each each time, but everyone was afraid to talk about it until Otto started speaking in the Commons. Maybe they were right to be afraid. Someone killed Otto for speaking out. Although he did all the more reason to demand justice for the abbot. I see it. We can't leave Otto's death unpunished. The abbot didn't kill him. Maybe not, but he's pushed the town into its breaking point. Just like at Gerner's. You want my advice, you better find out who really killed Otto and fast. How's the married life treating you? After you left Henry, I take it you were married? I was. Hope the married life has treated you well, since I have not found anyone. I feel it's never gonna happen. I just told you where to go. Why are we doing this again? We're in the loop. We already did this. We're going in circles right now. Not one little thing is everything all together, bit by bit. Yeah, we've already had this conversation. Why am I stuck in this conversation? There we go. Now I finally got out of the conversation. Gosh. Going in circles. Oh, it's Werner. Okay, you have arrived at the ideal moment. Alright, less than ideal considering Otto's recent death. Click the place outside your house, tweeting, catch. I think that would be useful to my Alas, as said, Werner and Lerner and I were engaged in stimulating debate when we heard the crash outside. We only saw a figure flee, but unfortunately I have no useful details on whoever it may have been. It'd be fine to leave for I have severe doubts about the involvement of the abbot in the gruesome affair. Meanwhile, I'm drawing close to the final design of my latest invention. So I would very much like your thoughts on it. Of course. You asked me to come share ideas. I did. I have been devising something most unique. Come. At present, we have a problem. The peasants suffer under harsh conditions. Do you agree? They do not have it easy. They toil constantly but feel little, bear something, so they are taxed heavily. The peasants grow angrier, hence the nursing troubles all over the land. It is a dangerous time. So I have devised a tool to listen to drudgery. Here, take a look at the schematic. It's like it's a plow, yeah. Behold the plow. In front is an automaton man or beast. It matters little. Digging the ground behind it. Have you seen any artificial people before? Let's see what we have here. What is this one? Ah, father and son. Impressive piece of work. You understand what I speak of? They intricate of machinery. Geared with getting gears. Symmetric coils turning a shaft. A system that leads to the gear mechanism. Controls that are quite complex but allow it to follow a permeated path. The toil so the peasant doesn't have to. Isn't that similar to the self-propelled cart? Yeah, I've seen it in the manuscript. No. This is a different class of invention altogether. The university revealed itself through minute, intricate clockwork. There are still a few improvements to work out, but I feel like I'm on the correct path. Tell me, Andreas, what do you think? Yeah, be truthful. There can be no progress without truth. We already have ways. To even free the beasts from their burden. I'm on a full end, am I not? My father would have said as well. Feel I am a disappointment. Aww. Your father is also an inventor? He is, with a sharp mind and sharper tongue if need be. Why did you leave in the first place? I had to prove myself to my father, I suppose, and maybe... my father attempted to arrange me a marriage. I did not feel ready. But not so bad. You're right to evade it. It's a curse. Oh, I gotta remain silent. In any case, there's not so much trouble. I have to learn my inventions have not been as successful as I would like. Nothing to do lacking the correct frame of mind? What do you mean? Your inventions are far amount to little, you must change your approach. Think bitter about us reach higher, you must have more ambition, consider the aesthetic, look with us. Nope. I don't know which one. Not sure so the artists carry over easily, perhaps. But thank you, Andreas, I improved. I but you'd exchange thoughts and you have proven most valuable. Give me much to consider. I know that our mutual friend Warner invited me to dinner. Why don't you and your assistant come along? I'm sure it wouldn't mind. Why not? We'd love to join. Ah, Master Melly, I see you'll be joining us. No, it's not an imposition. Come, let us pray and begin our meal together. Bless our Lord the gifts we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 He's so... I know, he is so tall at the table. I did not imagine I would have to be speaking to you again so soon, Master Mailer. Though I suppose I should have expected to see you. What does that mean? Your master has a penchant for meddling each time a body appears in passing. I didn't mean to meddle. Only to help pretty Brother Piero from a false accusation. Brother Piero is falsely accused. So your action caused trouble for the town. We got beef porridge. We got something I don't unrabbit. I think the pan fort. I don't know what that is. So Andreas, how was your time abroad as a master artist? I spent much time in Krakow and had the privilege of studying alongside Hans Duer. Albrecht's brother, yeah. The Duders continue to produce such innovative art. What a treat. I had hoped to be more traveled like you, but I'm happy enough in passing. If I can only find the right formula, I might be able to create a powerful light from something other than candles. How ingenious! With an idea like that, you may find yourself with the next Leonard about this. It's hardly my aim, but besides, weren't you the one who had planned to leave for one of the big cities a few years back? Well, yes, I had plenty of work in Tassing. It's true, it's good you weren't around to examine Otto's blood. It is good. No. Well, do you mind we're eating? Thank you for the beer. Really, Andreas. It would be a great study for art and invention. We rarely have such an opportunity to part in the city. You don't mind us a little. No, they will not play sorry though to a mountainside Leonard. Shut up, Werner. You know the town people. You know the town people do that to annoy me. Oh well, that's more enough to discuss now anyway. You mean St. John's Eve Festival? Think bigger, Progress, my boy. The wheel of fortune never stops. He was referring to Otto's speeches about the 12 articles. It sounds very theater. Don't care. Yes, they could change. Why, Andreas, I'm pressing you know the legalities of the situation. No, I'm no expert. I briefly studied law in university before becoming an artist. Truly a universal man. Well, I doubt the abbot will be more inclined to change anything, even if Peter appeals to the law. Things are the way they are for a reason. How can it be a good thing? It seems so unfair. Natural law dictates that a few rule over the many. Many people have elaborated on what the Greeks originally wrote about the subject. Well, if you're that said, you can join the uprising yourself. Yeah, but how is that absurd contraption coming along? We say with an automatic plow. I'm making progress but having trouble generating any interest in it. The power to make it is a bit funky, but it's a bit more time than was needed. Now, what have you been reading lately? That's right. What are these? Rasmus is the Dutch priest, a philosopher who was prominent among the northern humanists, known for his works in Latin, Greek, as well as cult within the Church, De Merta Medici. Pharmaceutical books of creating compound medical and written by Pliny Desorius, a Greek physician and botanist who was employed by the Roman army. The 5 volume texts have been primarily sourced of benevolent. Oh, I like that one. Let me go with the Discord. I like this one. Well, the classics that work has come in handy in some way. Experiments. Good book, but too damn old to be very useful. More progress will come from observation and application. Speech and text is a cornerstone for medical degrees. We can't discuss it without cause. Discard it without cause. I don't want to be mean. There's enough new knowledge that new text can be published. They will take an incredible amount of work. This probably is already setting it in motion. Progress is a wonderful thing. Progress, I must get back to work. We're thinking of the comedy and the delightful conversation. So pleased that we had room for Andreas and Casper as well. So thank you for stopping by. It was good to see you, Warner. Of course, I must get back to work now. Filling up the church. Wrong button. Martin Boyer, B-A-U-E-R. There's nothing here. Andres, I don't really coming for our local St. James confession. I have to give priority to the locals, of course, but if you want to wait a few hours, I can hear you. Oh, I have to go to the... Not right now, but thank you. I want to go see if I can talk to him first. Oh, I wanted to talk to him. Oh, I might as well go do that thing at the church then. What, I can't do it now? What? Interesting. So I can't do that now. Weird, but okay. No, I can't do it. No, wrong button. Like everything on the middle, I can just think. Oh. The thing I can do here. What I can do with the mill? Andreas Mahler, the master artist, yes. Yes, partner, you needed a scheme? Oh no, I'm Leonard Miller. I run the mill in Tassing. Please, right. Good one, introduce myself, not every day comes back. Someone comes back to Tassing. Supposedly to investigate a second murder. Quite important timing for you. Given your... I know you only just met me, but I can't understand suspicion. So what do I feel about the peasants and how they feel about it? I'm no murderer. Why would I kill Otto? Why would I kill Ava's husband? You disagreed with him in the Commons. You're a lot of people in the town doesn't mean I go around killing them. Besides, if Otto brought down the Duke's anger, it shouldn't fall on my head. In case if you get tired of asking, the door's open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal or see the mouth, let me know. See the mountains? Yes, for a brief hunt. Hunt? Yes, for deer. I might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. With the soldiers surrounding, are you sure about that? They're surrounding the peasants. The Duke knows I support the abbot. I always have. You and I are in danger, Andreas. One I hunt, we can hunt. This game murder hunts. Well, Hollywood can tell you what I know, and it would help. I can tell you what I know, and that's a fair deal. What do you know? No, come on with me, and I'll tell you. Alright, fine. Wonderful, you'll have to leave the boy behind and he'll slow us down. Because why don't you stay with Paul until we return? Alright, master. How is the climb sitting you, Miller? If you think this fine, I always love a good hike. I got a chance to hike in Carpathia Mountains a few years ago. They're beautiful but dangerous place in a storm. Oh, our barbarian helps hold dangers of their own, Mahler. We'll take a moment to appreciate the view. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Let's see, all testings and curing out from up here. Probably have enough time for a quick stretch. Sketch. Despite all the time, it looks peaceful from up here. Why is it so hard? I think my hand might want my hand to stop. I think the draw something as beautiful as the valley. Oh. What a wasted time. Look, you can save see the Duke soldier getting information around the town. Peter had no idea what he'd gotten the peasant into. Come nightfall, it will be too late. Only if I can find out I was killer. You seem rather happy with the situation. I am. By the time the peasants were brought in line and reminded of the order of things. All that space devoted to the fields, it's a pity we need the peasants to work for them. Why do you hate peasants so much? I say they're worthless, but they do necessary labor. Even so, they're filthy brutes, idiots to the last, fit only for toil. It's hard to really think of them as people. Ouch. How did you develop such a concept for them? But if you try to help a peasant, they will only drag you down into their muck. Wow. Like a cow stuck in mud. It's best to leave them to their fate. So the women are of some value. Don't misunderstand, they are stupid as the men, but they do have some charm. Wow. This guy's being very rude to peasants. Welcome back. We're going hunting with him. He is being very rude to peasants. Why they, when they were young, of course, they aged like buttermilk in the sun, haha. What does it matter to you? You're a married man. Andreas, marriage is for raising children and keeping a household. There's nothing wrong with enjoying fruit from a tree. Wow. There's nothing wrong with enjoying fruit from a tree in another man's yard from time to time. So he likes to sleep around. How many have you joined the fruit of the tree? None, because Elsa is mine. Is something. No man in town would dare, he'd be dead within the day. Not even the abbot would hold me responsible for it. You rely on a great deal of friendship with the abbot. The abbot is so strong a ruler that he controls this land with a firm hand. The peasants don't understand how good they have it. Whether the peasants expand to suffer or the dukedom of the abbot's contempt peril is only temporary. Well, that's enough for now. Are you ready to head up? Yes, let's continue. We're going hunting with him because he said he had some information for us. Deer come through this clearing at all times of the year. There's a natural blind up ahead we can watch from there. I have to admit I didn't think much of you when you were last testing it. Poor artist and all that. What changed? You made something of yourself, became a master in Nuremberg. In 7 years you've gone from boarding in a rundown peasant hovel to running your own successful workshop. Men like us make our own fortunes. Didn't your father build the mill? The old mill, I built this one, the only windmill in Bavaria. With his fortune. You're missing the point. We built something for ourselves. Peter and Gunter will toil the same field his father did until he drops dead. Big George will do the same. Peasants ask for the word, but they can't even comprehend what's outside of their tiny plot of land. Where is this conversation leading? This rebellion by the farmers won't go on forever, anywhere. Whether unpeacefully or violently, they won't win. If they need a scapegoat for Otto's death, look to Martin. Yeah, I thought so, Martin. Bauer. Why would he want to kill Otto? Want. Martin didn't want to support Otto's little rebellion. He was quite happy with the way things were. Something changed recently. I think Otto learned something about the. I think that Otto's dead. Martin. That Martin didn't want to get out. It was dire enough to charge Martin from resist. It was dire enough to change Martin from resisting Otto wholeheartedly to supporting him in the front of town. Well, that's it. What evidence is there? Find someone, Otto. If Otto found out, others must know. At least have suspicions. Shh, get down. Here's the see him. You lead, I'll follow. Hi, dear. Is he gonna shoot me? Take the shot. You missed by inches. I heard the ball fall past my head. Better than hearing it in the back of your skull. Yeah, that was accurate weapons, but it hit the target in the end. What's the real not getting my head blown out? You are an asshole. Alright, no, you're fine. Let's just find this. I couldn't have gone far. Oh, poor stag. It's not dead yet. Damn, Andreas, you missed entirely. I suppose you're finding use of the weight of a crossbow. You seem pleased and overpowering helpless creatures. The natural wolf gets to feed upon the sheep. You're a miller. You make flour. I am a miller with a gun. Oh, poor dear. Now then, let's find this log so to carry the deer. Poor deer. It was a good hunt. Thank you for coming with me. When are you having you tell me you saw Otto's death? Yeah, maybe it wasn't what you wanted, but I don't recall. Well, I care about what you want. Think about what I said about Martin. I'll look into it. I'm glad to hear it. Good luck, Andreas Meller. Everyone will be waiting to hear my evidence now. Prepare to name a suspect. I don't think I have enough information. I don't know where else to go though, but I don't have any other information. Let me just see something before we go there. But I want to go in and talk to him. Andreas Meller. Hello, cat. Well, would you look? You are back in passing. And look, you've done well for yourself. And who's this? Cat, Kate, please meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. Dude. What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? I'm just passing on my way back to Nuremberg. I saw Martin earlier, so I was surprised to see him. But he has disappeared when you were last in town. Frost passed a few winters ago, then Wolf, Bridgerton, and Millie lost the farm and our mines. Martin returned shortly after, and he provided a chain. He proved to be a chain man, a good man. So Martin changed his ways. He saved us from destitution. Of course, the other would have seized your land. Jonathan wished to buy it to preserve it for Bridgetta, but with the taxes being what they are, we were lucky Martin returned. I do not wish the fate of Atelier Kemper on any other, least of all myself. Times may be hard and testing, but right now, God truly does answer our prayers. Glad you are well, Cat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. It's good to see you even in the midst of such troubled times. I did want to ask you about your son, actually. Almost think he's a different person entirely. I don't know about that. But he was still gone when you left the passing, wasn't he? It sounded like he always did. What was it, the travels or the time that changed him? Only God knows the truth of a man's heart, but I suspect the challenges he faced on the road rooted his memories deep-rooted memories of home. He hasn't stolen anything or run off in years. Truly the Lord provides for his faithful. He and Otto were arguing the other day. Do you know why? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Of course not. Martin supports Otto in the cause against the average taxes. They didn't have a cause to fight. Otto knew that Otto could have pressured him into supporting his cause. I know Martin has changed, but for him to be a different man, that's absurd. After Franz died, God blessed me by returning my son to me, healed of his darkness. We should be giving thanks that the God Lord led Martin to the light. Of course. Yes, I know my son. Martin would never do such a thing. As you say. Till later. Well, that wasn't helpful. Hi, Andreas. How are you feeling after that brawl? Looks like you escaped the worst of it. I don't. Mercenary there. Oh, he's a tough one for certain. You never know with the landscape. Most of them are just piss and beer. We just came across one of the real ones. Anyway, it's good to see you after all these years. I'm surprised you say that your party wasn't kind. Back then you weren't kind to me. Whether it's been so long, I don't remember. Of course he doesn't remember. You told me to eat shit. Oh, that's because I was such a little shit. Haha. Well, sorry for being such an asshole back then. Looks like you learned a lot since then. 7 years is a long time for a young man, especially when going through what I was. What happened to you anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things, and I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walmart and I got robbed. Served me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time, and because Highwayman. You were a bandit? Thief.
EFFFF.
Exactly. FFF. Hard to believe. Thief. FFF. That was good. Hard to know. Hard to believe, but I know, but yes. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner last year in my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. The 2nd century Praetorian Guard, patron saint of England, he was welcomed known for his legendary victory against the dragon. But they were soldiers guarding money from the Bank of St. George in Siena. Exactly, I learned that later. My partner didn't survive the encounter. Of course not. I was wounded alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father and my mother, and I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibility I had left behind. Was coming back difficult? I feel like I stepped out of another life into this one. Took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. I just needed to look forward. Martin, who are you? What do you mean? Well, it says you had a scar last one, a big one. The other when I was a kid, it got better. But let's stop this nonsense. You started it. I don't know where you're going with it. Well, ooh, backhand. Oh, failure, dang it. Because you're talking crazy, that's it. Oh. Good, I don't understand here. Listen to this. Stay away from. Dang it, that was not helpful. I don't think we're doing too well, but whatever. It's still a fun game. We don't have much time, so let's get this over with. I know some of you are frightened, some of you want to give up, and we have to see this through. Maybe we can get what we've been fighting for, we can get justice for Otto. That's right, for Otto, justice. What about the Duke's soldiers? They're getting closer all day. I know that's why I have to do this now, before it's too late. Well, it's written to tell us who did it. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Of course, I can find the culprit as I've been doing. And then advance Ulrich, we're out of time. Acting now, the only way to get justice, we can't let anything stop us. A name under, just give us a name, we'll do the rest. She made it, everyone, she made it. Rachel gave birth to the baby girl. Quiet, quiet. They need to clean that baby up. Yes, Andrea, Agnes, of course. All is well, praise God. Safe and sound as a baby girl. Brought shame. With everything going on, with everything that could have happened. Yeah, I don't think the baby would be. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't keep supporting you anymore. I understand your cause, but I need a safe place where I ought to keep my friends safe. I already lost Marnie and Britt. I can't bear to lose anyone else. I'm bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us. I'll do it gladly, even the cost, Peter, but not to push the cost of any more violence. It's true. Klaus, we cannot back down through the violence. Please excuse me, I need a moment to myself. This is talk. How can you also easily give up? That soldier said the Duke would consider a concession if the town would release the abbot. Surely that will be enough. Let us allow a law of peaceful resolution. We should trust Andreas' expertise and judgment, and trust that all will, of course, not solve anything. Letting the abbot go would be justice, wouldn't it, if he's not the one who killed Otto? You gentlemen don't understand. Letting the abbot go won't fix anything. If we get the concession we need, all peasants will starve and die in the end. There will be then where will testing be? Besides, Otto does need to be vindicated. Don't walk away from this, Ulrich. I have no sway. I am not swayed in the cause, Peter. Rest assured. Exactly, it's filthy someone clean the baby. But Ulrich, this isn't your fight. Greta, it's moral and Christian to stand with the peasants. I cannot do otherwise. Danielle, such behavior is reckless and cruel, especially right now. Get out, all of you. Let Rachel rest. Yes, alright. Angus will go. Andreas, we're not done. You must still find justice. There's the Duke's soldiers arrive. Let's do the baby and the Rachel at least. No more stalling, no more interruptions. Tell us what you know, Andreas. Give us a name. Give us a name of the monks can burn along with their precious books. We promise you will let them go. Duke's men have forced us act. We can worry about the abbot and the soldiers after we deal with the killer. Tell us. I have one more condition. Damn it, Mala, we don't have time for this. Enough in his letter to let Casper leave before things get any worse. Just a boy, Peter, please. What? Leave? Yes, fine. The boy can leave. It's not his fight. This guy's curse. How is that? I don't know. Can't let myself something happen to you. No, I won't leave you. Oh well. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Find your insult back to your family. Please. You'll teach me again when this is all over, right? Of course I'll. Well, I'll be right behind you. Rally, I'll see you soon, Master. Who killed Otto? We have Hannah or Guy. Casper and I overheard her speaking of Leonhardt. She said she was having an affair with the miller. Gave me a notice found at it's clearly from the thread puller. We have Guy. Financial ledger and the sinister really good. I think we should go. We can either go with Hannah. I think we have more evidence for Guy. So Samantha or whoever, we can either do anything. I think we should. I mean, it's unclear if we're gonna get the right one, but or the right thing, but We have more evidence for against Guy than we do about Hannah, but Hannah was also not around. We have 5 things of evidence for Guy, so the get Guy killed. His brother Guy. Found a book of the island, confirmed it was brother Guy who brought it there. The book was a manual magic guy and marked a section he could use to cast a spell on Otto. Magic, God protect us. We won't touch it up. We won't touch the other end, but if brother Guy killed Otto, he needs to face justice. Right, Peter, we've heard Andreas, but the accused should be allowed to defend themselves. Magic. Near enough, we're getting Guy. Search the abbey for brother Guy. We're here with what's he with the other? What if they're protecting him? Quickly get to the scriptorium. Carl, I saw a guy running in the church just now. Did you, Carl? He was heading toward Leonard's mill. Let's get after him. Okay, Carl. What? Now, what? Well, now Lenhard's up there. But the guy has my protection. I don't hesitate to shoot you for like animals you are. Oh wow. Stay away from my fucking hill. And you, Andreas, I thought you might have heard something from our little chat. It seems you really are as pathetic as the rest of the squad. And you always have the wrong ideas. Just give us. I never agreed with you. Thought you were a man of something. Of stature. Yes, but you're just a spineless bastard, and it'll be the death of you. I know it. Oh, stick the boy. You don't need to be involved with this. Let's get back in the. Don't you dare disobey me, Paul. You hear? Bring him back inside. I'm not staying here any longer. I'm taking my mom. We're leaving somewhere far away from you. You'll forget this, boy. I won't be responsible for how your life turns out if you leave. Alright, let them go. They've lived under your rule long enough. I should have expected this from you, Paul. You've always been a sad excuse for a son. Ouch. And Elsie, if you do this, you won't find anyone else to love you. That's not true. You'll be a feckless old crone like that Attilia else. So Leonhard, they're gone. You're not high and mighty now. You're going to lose everything just like us. Give up, Miller. There's more of us than you, and you can't shoot us all. Give us that dirt monk, you bastard. I didn't do anything, give nothing. You have to believe me. Nothing against Otto, nothing against the peasants. I'm on your side. You're a liar and a thief and a murderer. And now you're gonna pay for it. No, man, this isn't how the law looks, and you know it. You're blabbering, it will change nothing. You're never gonna damn about law or justice, propriety, fucking need the day in your life, Lenhart. You let me have my way for years, Peter, and done all this shit about it. You never stood up to anything, and you won't get any further today, coward. Peter, Lenhart, please, let us search the place. Search for peace tonight. Such language is not Christian. Coward, am I? Come down here and face me like a man, you piece of shit. Please, everyone, calm down. We can talk this out. Violence is not the answer, Peter. You can't blame the man, Ulrich. Forrest is all Peter and family knows it. Certainly worked with Christine. How dare you speak that name to suggest. Leonard, you killed him. Murderer, you monster. Burn him. Make him pay. Justice. You've been a menace to this town long enough. But murder, you brought this on yourself. Let both of the murderers die tonight. Guess we're gonna burn the mill down. Burn the windmill down. Andreas, troops are advancing on the town. We need to go. We must let the abbot out so we can talk to the Duke's soldiers. We don't get the abbot. We don't stop the soldiers. Let's go. Magic at work. Whatever you know about the buttons won't hurt you now. Really, why? Andreas found the killer just as this man Peter has to keep his word. Are you sure? Please, Father, the Duke's soldiers have surrounded the town. We have to show that you're no longer in danger, that the peasants aren't holding you captive. We don't want any bloodshed, any more bloodshed, Father. Oh, thank God. Is it over? Finally! What happened to the mill? Is anyone hurt? We saw a fire. And where's Brother Guy? What happened to him? Peter, you got your justice. You swore that you wouldn't hurt the other brothers, remember? I did. No one else needs to die now. The abbot can talk to the Duke's herald. You held Leonard responsible for his actions. You can't convince the Duke of what happened tonight. Was convinced. Otto is dead. Ulrich is dead. We can work through this, Peter. Hope is not lost. Everything can go back to the way it was before. Right, the way it was before. Like nothing ever happened. Peter, what are you doing? He's burning down the church. What is it? What did you do? Dad? God save us. He lit the manuscripts. Oh. Nothing ever is going to change. The books! What did you do? We need to get the water to the system before it spreads. Peter, the soldier in the abbey, they're coming this way. We need to save as many books as we can. Now we need to get out of here. God save us. Get out. Dad, we have to go. Andreas, let's go. They did that fire really well. Sorry, I can't. Andreas! I guess I'm dead. Gosh.
Please, no! No!
Good calling.
Don't be dead! Please! This is some kind of twisted joke! No! It's my fault for being weak. Aw. Here come the waterworks.
I can't go on without the three of us! Up, will you, big dummy? Get up!
Not you! How am I to go on? I only fought so you could be happy. What am I to do now? Wow.
This is really terrible.
Not like this.
No, take me instead.
Such a good kid. I wish I could take your place.
Why didn't you retreat? I counted on you retreating. Open your eyes. Last light in my life. Extinguished.
I'm in a dream.
Having a bad dream.
Oh no, no!
Oh, no.
You can't be dead! Get out!
Edelgard, I will kill you.
You worthless piece of garbage. I will punish you myself.
Honestly, this is
So interested in the part we're going
The heroes always.
He died like a
True
true
knight.
knight. Why am I even here? I don't care.
You're evil, Felix!
What's with you today?
Oh, you are the worst!
Thank you, Samantha. That was wonderful. Both interested regarding the investments made to Andres Mahler, artist Nuremberg for the creation of the mural of the Church of Our Lady. The Chamber Court upholds the ruling of the Nuremberg Court and Council in 1526-1527 respectively. All claimants signed contracts containing clauses of whether their investments could be returned. I thought there were 3 acts. Andrea's death indisputably resulted from a greater power, a contractually exempted circumstance. As the state cannot be held liable in the interest of feminine liberty. Feminine liberty. His widow Sabini retains all contested investments. The 5th day of February, in the year of our Lord, 1534, sorry. There were 3 acts. I read that. Yep, I think there's 1 more act. I read that there were 3 acts. So we might. Oh, what a nut! What a fat nut! Yep, guess he's dead. Guess I'm dead, Andreas. Feels like it's getting colder earlier this year, doesn't it? At my age, it feels like the cold comes getting earlier every year, says Gertrude. But we need this chill to leave the fall and the gulls with them. Would you want to climb the same stream and pull them off? Well, even in my youth, I would have required divine intervention. Well, thank you. I'll just stay here on the ground and wait plenty for the Lord to deliver. Didn't you have ink back in your father's shop though? For the press, he has it delivered. This is just for my drawings. Besides, sometimes it feels like it's a nice thing to do, the old way. An old way, I would know. Hello, Mag, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Master Zimmerman. I told you not to call me that. What, Mags? What, why you call me Ott? You don't see me complaining. It's not even a name, it's a valley. You think you like being called Ott? Right, so why are you being so stuck up? Master Zimmerman, would you call witness our death and resurrection? We call Lady Magdalene witness to our Lord's death and resurrection, Mags? I guess not. Then it seems only fitting you should call Mr. Kieran by your full Christian name. Alright, sorry sister, sorry Mags. Magdalena. Anyway, your dad wants to see you. But why isn't he at the Wrath House? He is. He wants you to grab his merino sketches and bring them. Look, fine, I suppose. I've had enough gulls. A parasite growth which develops on oak trees is caused by wasps laying eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls are traditionally harvested and sealed into iron and used in interesting. They're parasitic growth. I would just about finish your tube. Bless you both. Don't be long, Magdalene. The council is waiting on this. Not sure why this falls on me, but I suppose I better get going. I think Dad left. What's the Wrath House? A common hall where people meet. Okay, council. Okay. The workshop at home next to the painting press. The mural, October 1534. I guess I play as her. We're just gonna leave our basket here. But you're just gonna leave your basket here? I guess so. She's using the lever basket. Whatever. You do all that work and just gonna leave your basket. Poor Andreas got burned alive in the scriptorium. Silly girl. Tricks are for kids. Silly wabbit. Tricks are for kids. That's the right house. Yep. That's, I guess, that's below me. Oh yeah, I think I had it once. The half Twitch yogurt, yeah. I think this is where my dad was. Yeah, it was. I think they did all the plans. What is this? Part of the plans? Nope. Stop. We've seen that before. Huh? Can I leave this here? Who visited recently? Oh, whatever. I'll bring it just in case. Alright, I better get over to the rat house. Central town. Hey again, Mags. Are you seriously not to call me that? And what are you all doing here? Don't you have better things to do? What business is that of yours? Not me, all my work is done, Mags. What do you care? It's not like you got important work to do. So what is she? Is she a tinker? Regular maintains and tinkers with the press and type and sometimes with badness. She can handle anything connected with housemaid or animal work, or is she a bookkeeper? Regularly proficient with balancing numbers and general accounting and data information. What do we want to be for her? Tinker sounds like that could be fun, but all of them sound interesting. Although in the past, big woman does exactly. I mean, with the guy, the bookkeeping was a very useful, or the books were very useful when I was Andreas. So yeah, we'll do bookkeeping. I keep my dad's business running and profitable. I handle all the orders and make sure everything's delivered on time. It's a little more important than standing around in the commons in the middle of the day. Must be nice to have money. You don't need to brag about it. Doesn't really sound like a woman's work anyway, if you ask me. Right, no one did. Calm down, Max. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. So what are we? It's still stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in the conversation. That sounds fun. But Mags likes to be playful and tease and flirt with people. Magdalena is a strong negotiator, whether it comes to finance or other matters of trade. She's a snoop. Has a preference for sneaking around, eavesdropping conversation, and passing gossip. I kind of like Barb's or Snoop. What do you think? Barb's or Snoop sound? I mean, I'm happy to choose a different one. Barb's singing conversation. Cool. We'll do Barb's then. At least I have a reputation. If you had died today, your epitaph would read, "The three shitheads who spent their mornings harassing girls in the common." Ouch. See if we could get a grave, that is. Most likely they toss your worthless files in the compost, even hope for a better return. That's wow. Jesus Christ. Alright, we get it. Like, oh. So you get the thing you did want it. That was great. Yeah, that's what I went on my rat house. I can drop this off and start my reading my day. Reading what book is so important that you want to need to get back to it. See, Polygamy, Madeline can speak in any foreign language other than, but she reads little, but she can't read, wait, can't speak any foreign language other than Italian, but she can read a little, almost all of them, I see. Liz familiar with the most popular common books of the day, assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scattered. It's a wide range of content. I kind of like I like this one, and I like that one a lot. She can read a little bit of almost all. That could be useful. Yeah, that is familiar with the most popular comic books of the day. Sort of trivia. Yes, I agree. Yeah, we'll do that one. Meluza Esther sent it to me from Prague. Is that about the snake woman who takes off all her clothes? Sort of, but no, not really, or at all. Oh, doesn't have any pictures? Right, I want to see. Hold on, I'm not asking you letters, dogs, anything. Do you read all sorts of books about knights and whatever? Yes, knights, princesses, gods, monsters, that sort of thing. I'm named after a god. I'm aware Apollo. Yes, your sister too. What's a good story about Apollo? Once he was outside of the girl that she begged the gods to turn her into a tree so he'd stop bothering her. Oh, that sounds like you, Apollo. God damn it. Wait, so aren't you supposed to be at the Red House too? You're on the council. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Let's go. Ugh, fine. Don't understand, we're still arguing about this. These murals should depict the truth of what we know what the truth is. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of anchoring our Lord Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. I don't know, I'm tired of arguing. I just want to look at nice and show what happened. Magdalene, thank you for bringing these. Maybe illustrations will be successful. Think talking has failed. Don't argue with them. I'll see you at home for supper. It's alright, Magdalena. We don't need to see the drawing. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. I didn't realize we have sent him so much. Sounds like it got worse after I left. Well, we've been arguing this for about 2 hours. All the good is he hasn't budged with the point of talking. We can't make any progress. Anyway, could you speak to your father and help him see things from our point of view? Well, no, I don't even know what you're all arguing about, so in the end, yeah, I don't even know what you're all arguing about. What is your point of view? Klaus has very strong opinion on the history of casting of Kirkshaw. Abbey should be portrayed. And those portraits may have upset many of our neighbors. I don't care. Isn't that the real concern that is going to upset that Lord? Isn't everything really, isn't everyone really worried about him coming someday and seeing the revolt memorialized on the wall? You keep saying like we all disagree with him. I don't think I do, not entirely. What do you think, Georg? I know I'm not the smartest man in the room, but I know what happened to my own dad, and I know what he did. It doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him, or what happened to Otto. Look, you all knew my dad. I never had the chance. I don't want to make peace in his town. I don't want to make people in the town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do, but maybe there's a way to tell a story in a way that is true without upsetting anyone. So it's all overly complicated, you see, Magdalena. Try to get him to consider a portrait of our history that's a little less inflammatory. Oh yeah, and to think the council's... Oh, sure. Should we wait? I father was deeply affected by the revolt and wouldn't be easy. You don't think it's complicated, so you want me to convince him to what you do. To think the council was meant to be the best of tasks. Magdalena. Such a species entirely. We need to come to an agreement or call off the mural entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. You can't tell him no all of a sudden. Then help Magdalena. Your father, he'll listen to you. Alright, I won't promise anything though. He's hardly. You're going back home. The mess. It's taking a day already. So we have a timepiece now. Interesting. Well, she's the son of a tinker, so I guess Magdalena. Thank you for bringing me to the right house. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them that I'm trying to do, they get scared. And they talk about. And then they talk and talk and talk and talk all day, and they never get closer to their decision. I'm sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. And I'm worried about you. You need to start working on it. If they don't like it, they'll have to figure it out themselves. I could, but the first payment requires the council. The first. Yeah, I don't even care about the money. Maybe you're right. To hell with them. I realized you were so upset about it. We hear all of the stories about what this place was and how it came to be. And it feels like the history of something that happened before happened to other people. But 18 years ago, we lived through something, you and I, everyone in passing. Everyone wants to forget about it, but pretend it didn't happen. You don't? No, I don't. All those years ago, I did nothing. I was worried after you, worried for Benjamin and Rachel and Esther. I was so afraid that I'd lose you, I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway, Peter and Ulrich and Andreas and all of the others. And we lived. That everyone says that wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died, I would have died. Maybe I could have stopped them from going to the mill. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. But we'll never know. You can't. Is that what this is about the mural? It's the chance to put something down in a place where everyone can see. So if people start to forget, this will remind them. We were here. This happened. If I don't, who will? You're right, Dad. I wish the man in the red house saw me the way you do. One way or another, you'll figure it out. I hope so. And all the arguing has left me beat. I'm gonna go to bed early. Alright, I'm gonna stay up for a bit and write a letter to Esther. Good, please say hello from me. And her parents, I know, Dad. Good night, Magdalena. I love you. I love you too. Oh, it's raining on. That left me tired too. It'd be nice to sit down at my desk and just write for a while. We're gonna leave a candle on. That's bad. Alright, where to begin? Should we begin right to Esther? Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. I spent the last few days collecting Oh God with Sister Gertrude. I don't suppose you have had the chance to do that in Prague. Sister Gertrude has been teaching me how to grind them into smooth ink. It's difficult work, but you'll find no better ink anywhere in Bavaria. I'll send along a bottle with this letter. Oh, I didn't mention Jess started a new project. He's painting a mural of Townsend's history for our new Wrath House to memorialize the revolt. The whole thing has me thinking about my own family history, past, present, and future. I don't even think I want to stay in there. Good job. Of course, Dad'll keep running it until he can't pull away anymore, but I'll take over sooner or later. Of course, my brain thought would be more broad than anything my husband does. Especially if I marry, even if I marry Ots. He's been courting me for some time now. Everyone in town knows we're a good match. And yes, before you break the nib off your pen, I will come to visit you in Prague, I promise. I'm trying to make time to visit before winter. Life has been bustling here. I haven't visited with the Roundhouse Marina, so I've taken over to the workshop. I'm sure it'll be a sight to behold once it's finished. Be back soon. All my love. Magda. Go to bed. Earlier the game. Late, I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Arg. Dad? Dad? Magdalena? Dad? Hang on, I'm coming. Dad? Magdalena? What happened? You're bleeding. Someone came into the house. They hit me over the head. I'll get Dr. on. Try not to move. It's not safe. Whoever attacked me. When does Susie really take care of me? I don't know. There's always a murder. Magdalena, be careful. Well, I'll be right back. I guess he's not dead. That's good. Do you know anyone who wanted to attack you, Klaus? No, maybe someone didn't like one of my books I sold him? Are you sure you didn't see a shadow hit you on the... You didn't see a shadow and hit your head on printing press? Oh no, George, you saw the workshop. Somebody was looking for something. A burglar, interesting? What? That's preposterous. Well, if it isn't an attack, what was it? Enough, it was a deliberate blow to the head, unless any of you want to debate my diagnosis. No, of course not. No. As I thought. Surely it caused a surprise the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a great end to my way. You'll need to help take care of your father. I'll do whatever I need to do. Good. Of course, the meal will have to be called off now, Klaus. You absolutely cannot get out of bed. No, it has to be now. This is too important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. Don't think we need to cancel the entire project. Can we just wait? Klaus, your health comes first anyway. You haven't been able to agree on what the mural should be. You might even abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Thomas, you are not on the council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can paint the mural. What, Max? Quit joking around. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but you're too young for something this big. I've been painting before I could walk. Painting a mural art is complicated. It will take a lot of skill and expertise. So that's why we're having your dad make it. He's been making art forever. I think that's Paul. Class needs some home care. You're best suited for that, Magdalena, not a mural. What's that supposed to mean? Well, are you sure you're up for it, physically, I mean? It's quite demanding. You'd be up on scaffolding and you could fall. I know what it takes. Dad knows what it takes, don't you? I can do it, Dad. If you don't trust Magdalena, she's the mural. To hell with a lot of you. Louse. If you don't trust her and you don't trust me, I'll never do any work with this council again. Alright, I say we let her. Doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Very well. Alright, Magdalena, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing, alright? Not about taking all my ideas into account. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalena. Rest up, Klaus. Do my best, Jorg. Magdalena, just a moment. Yes, what is it? I want to say from the others. Following the others. But his injury is severe. His current demeanor is misleading. I know that injuries. What are you saying? There is damage to his brain. Maybe a few weeks left, maybe a few months left. But he's not going to survive. Oh. Can we take him to the surgeon? No, he can't be moved in his condition. In fact, he shouldn't move at all. If he could, I don't think the finest Italian surgeon would know how to deal with a trauma like this. So he's just going to die? There's nothing I can do about it? Make him comfortable and you can enjoy the time you have left. I can help with palliative care. But the time will run out before long. I'm sorry, Magdalena. Dad needs to be able to see. Dad needs to be able to see the mural in its finished form. But I don't know how much time he has left. Werner said it could be a few months or God protect him. I'll pick up where Dad left off. He wanted to paint the story of Tassing in the earliest stages of the revolt. I'll start with the earliest part of Tassing history, the pagan pride and the Romans. Then I'll move on to the founding of the Abbey and Tassing states. After that, I should find a way to represent our recent history. To play the revolt it is important to Dad. Because Dad might know of some of the town's history, but not all of it. Dad said the library in Curacao has the records. He was going to write to the last priors to see if she had any information. I should write to her now while I'm thinking about it. Alright, where to begin? The last prior to Curacao knew something about the old history of Tassing. He said she'd become the abbess of the convent of Mother Illuminati. Yeah, Saint a small town in the Republic. I should write to her. But this for a communion with my father, he brought many books from the library before the terrible fire consumed the place. Welcome back. I'm writing because my father and I are carrying Merle in the Tassing Wrath House. I'm going to tell the history. It's going to of the community and of Kershaw as well. We only have legend and folklore since of course all of the Kershaw books were destroyed in the fire. Or something you can tell us something about the early history of the town when the Romans were here. If you know anything about the early history of the Abbey, we would be glad to hear it. We would appreciate any help you could give, and hope you are well. My father is speaking highly of you. My father is spoken highly. God bless. Magdalene. Oh, if I want to finish the mural before Christmas, I should start planning tomorrow. I should head to bed and get as much of the rest as I can. Go to sleep. Welcome back. So a few days have go by. So now we're in November. We went from October to November. We just jumped a lot of time. Mr. Strigan, I have a few letters addressed to you. Take care now. Thank you, sir. The horse has little wings on its head. Oh, the ears look like wings. No, then I wrote back to me. I hope a response can help me paint the mural. Minister Durkheim, thank you for writing your letter. I hope this reply finds you and your father in good health. I remember you and your father would carry between the road. As your father carried between the road and library in the final years. I also remember your late mother and brother, God keep their souls. Well, we did have some books to discuss things past. It's likely they were as mythological as what your neighbors believe. That's it. I remember one of the peasants, Tillman Kurtzman, read about the history of the town. I know he died during the roll, but perhaps his family could have some knows of what he learned. I should say that it is not all of Crystal were destroyed in the fire. Andreas now managed to save some from the flames. God rest his soul. We had read of that terrible night. Cataloging and preserving the surviving moving books were not at the top of our minds. Even so, this topic has stirred a memory within me. Several years before the fire, there was the murder of Baron Rothagel. He had mentioned something about finding a copy of the history. The kind of the early history book. That's a frog. Big frog. A comprehensive chronicle of your home. I had forgotten about until now because the murder dominated all our thoughts in the days and the weeks that followed. Totally now because I recall that the late Father Malthus was reading a copy of the illustrated test shortly before he died. We never accounted for either of those books' whereabouts. They may have been hidden somewhere in the library and went up with everything else. Perhaps Lucky Sender took it from the Baron after the murder. Though given the stonemason about it seems unlikely. Only God knows what and why he did it. Machias, the Baron's manservant, believed that it may have been stolen by the town thief Martin Bauer. Martin is still alive, I would ask him. Martin is alive. Fortunately, he didn't. Hopefully, he didn't trade for a mug of beer on the way out of passing. The man had passed from this world, perhaps his family would know where the book would end up. As for the history of the I fear that was lost in the blaze. However, as Brother Meth has learned a great deal about the subject. I am not getting contact with him, but I'll know that he is now an archdeacon of Sion. He is no longer at Benedict. He uses the family name of whatever that is. You write to him soon. Your letter may reach him before he can the snow covers Vallis. Please convey my best wishes to your father. He was a good friend in the Abbey in better years. Despite the violence occurred, I will hold no ill will toward anyone in passing. I pray that you have a better day since that night, that God forgives the many errors we made. God bless you as well. Mother Liminadia. Oh, Esther wrote me as well. My dear Magda. My parents were glad to hear from you, Father. Please tell them that we wish to hear from him soon. Speaking of printing, your ink was well received indeed. I made several prints with it. They look lovely on the wall. Elisha has taken of making his own ink from the scraps he found around the house after he saw yours. Mother was furious when he spent several prepping trying to find lapis at the market. She sent him scrubbing the floors for it. It took him 3 days. I'm glad you're keeping busy, even though it keeps you from visiting. Mother says we'll have room whenever you decide to make an appearance. And if you do take over the shop in Tassing, you'll have to make visits to Prague for supplies. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone here. The way you talk, it seems like you have preoccupied with suitors in Tassing. It made a good match too. Before the expulsion, there was a handsome man at the synagogue, Simon, who caught my eye. His father's a merchant, and he's a doctor. He went to the University of Puda. Can you believe it? I'd quite like to marry him if I can find him again. Anyway, I think you have better luck than me. The boy is so swoon and a beautiful blonde artist from the Alps. Please keep us abreast of your flows, Merle. Well, you will have to see when it is finished. Blessings, Esther. I'll have to write Esther back tonight. I should head home to check on Dad. Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? Oh, Magdalena. Sitting up is still a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizzy and making my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. Are you sure I can bring something light like milk or broth? No, I can't stomach anything just yet. Tell me, where are you off to? Need to go get started on the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Lou and I didn't know much about it, testing relative, but she did give me a few places to start. Going to ask. Okay. Ask Blacktail if. Welcome in, Prestige. How you doing? And he told him sort of Lou and I. He said he used to read about the Romans. Mother Lou went, naughty, Magdalena. Welcome on in. How you doing on this fine Friday? The uncle mentioned those tales of from time to time. He comes by and borrow books now and then. Doing well. I'm having a good day. We're making good progress in this so far. So we're on to Act 3. Sadly, Andreas died in a church fire, but now we're the printer's daughter. He's trying to make a mural of the town's history. Usually, when he found something interesting in Alderaan, he might ask him about it. A pity that ill Peter passed. He knew a great deal about Townsend's earliest history. Oh, well, Kamiya says all things are lost in time in the end. That's why the mural's so important, though our history will live on a little longer. Yeah, you're right, of course. I'm glad you're carrying it on, Magdalena. You might talk to Smokey, too. Who's Smokey? Guy with a big old beard. The old charcoal burner seems to know more than about what's in the woods than in town than anyone else. That, and he knows gossip. He's always been kind to me when I chat with him. Certainly he'll know something. You may hear something worth your while at any rate. I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins and the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. I want to explore whatever was left over from the Romans before. The salt mine and Roman ruins are the oldest part of Tathing. It only makes sense to see what they left behind. You're taking after me that she was always a thorough in her research. You always said that it was good. That was a good artist too, Dad. Be careful, alright? I know the twins mess around near the salt mine, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know why York doesn't keep them in line, as they're always making trouble with those two. At least the Artemis. The boys struggle with letter to Magdalene. Don't shame for it. Not everyone is the printer's daughter. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town, alright? We still have a household to run. Don't worry, I'll get them done. It's my girl. Better get going if you want all that today. I'll see you later, Dad. Good luck, Magdalena. I love the rabbit with the sword. The frog has a hat now. The frog didn't have a hat before. The cat with the mice and the frog with the hat. Cool. Yeah, very Redwall, I agree. Smokey. Good day, Mrs. Truckle. I told you, Smokey, call me Magdalena. I'm all happy that I thought wouldn't bring you to my corner of the woods. More gossip? Only age ago. Wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan Roman mines. Mines, is that a new interest of yours, Magdalena? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. I say they were I saw where those two twins making trouble. They had no one way in, but I'll be in if I ever set foot in the place bloody incident over there. The mirror on the right house needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing, and you keep an ear, so I thought you might know something. Heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a fair story about them and the other Roman ruins around here. The oldest story is, or my father used to tell me when he was the burner of Tassing. The one about Mars and Tassing, the Roman god of war. Yeah, I thought so. It was always my favorite, though. I blamed that one on my youth. Tassing, like Tassing? Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. Don't mind telling you the tale of Magdalena, but I warn you, it's a good body. I'm sure none of it will surprise me. But I won't have your father pounding me, folk in this town don't like me anyhow. So I'll tell you the decent bit of what I remember. Dang it. Oh, that excludes me from the fun. You'll have your own time, Magdalene. Just wait and see. Alright, so what's the story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in the forest? How did I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything in the gods do make sense? There were old days when spirits and gods prowled. What do you mean prowl? They say I agree, but other spirits still wander around, demons and such. Besides, who doesn't love a good ghost story? Let a man have his fun, Alright, keep going. So Mars found a nymph Tressa bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, testing bathed the god. I get it. They bathed, quote unquote. Yeah, I did warn you, Magdalena. Martha's fully dripped onto the ground and it blossomed with flowers and crops. That's why they saw it was so fertile. Mars got around, didn't he? And if he didn't have his way with. Now that was the god of virtue, wasn't it? You see why I like that tale in my youth? So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that. They still have their tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind too. The town is more Roman than barbarian, really. Well, we are part of the Holy Roman Empire. But we are not for lack of trying. Testing was actually much smaller now than it was in the Roman days, at least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deeper into the forest and all the way to the old mines. Half of Testing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around town and you'll start to notice that we used their stone to build. The old temple by City Mine was grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman pavement shows under the roof if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. That's the way things. Most people don't notice the old stone. They're too busy in town to notice what's right in front of them. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. Maybe I get a better thing to what it actually look like. Nothing will stop you. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye out for any wolves or satyrs who might be down there, eh? I'll let you know if I see anything. Thanks. Good luck, Magdalene, and be safe. So we learned from Smokey. What's this person doing? Hey, Magdalena. Well, Paula, what are you doing? Looking for frogs. Arnie says she saw one the other day and was trying to collect a bunch. Frogs don't come out this time of year. You know, Arnie said she saw one. I read it in a tale talking about when the ring gets it. I really did. What do you need frogs for? I can't tell you, you're a snitch. Oh, I won't. You're right, sorry Magda, I'm not telling you. You have to wait and see. Maybe I should tell you. Bye, I'll go talk to your sister. Don't worry, Magda, you're not our target. They got here. What the I wonder who it belongs to. If I wanted to be the mural directly, I should have go down the mine shaft myself. The entrance is so steep that no one used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. No. Do I want to ask the kids or do you want to ask the inventor? What should we do? The kids or the inventor? Kids or inventor? Yeah. I'll have to come back later. Now, of course, we don't trust kids. Kids are mischievous. Oh, I can do both, looks like. Other way to go to the Roman roads. Mill. Meadow. Oh, doggy. Good morning, Magdalena. How's the mural coming along? Well, I'm thinking about to start the first part of the mural of paint the founding of the tasking than the Romans. You won't want any more models and tasking a little dirty Romans. It's almost a nuisance. I trust you'll take the council's opinion on the matter into account. It's a man when he wants to be. They've made him single-minded. Perhaps your buddy is suited to this product than he is. I'll ask that you keep the Lord in mind in the mural for tasking it, but we have others to please as well. I understand. What we have. Yeah, I understand that. Thank you, Magdala. Anyway, I'm glad that the mural is coming along well. Forgive my sudden questions about it. I've been so busy preparing for the council's next meeting, I haven't had much time to with. As well. She says I get it before and I'm overwhelmed. The council working on something new? We're considering a yearly maintenance checks on every house in town. That sounds like a good idea. The idea had quite a bit more pushback than we anticipated. I can't imagine getting pushed back. That would be mean, but sure. Your point is taken, Magdalena. We agreed to let you paint the mural. In any case, the matter is far from resolved. Imagining spring will come before anything is actually done. I better get back to work. Thank you for letting me interrupt your day. God bless you. Till later, Paul. Right up, the guy, the inventor is up north. The inventor, dude. Oh. Hey, Mags. Go your way with the mural, huh? I didn't expect you to go to the council like that. I expect you not to pick half-wit like you. Yes, Mags, I meant a compliment. The rest of the councils are good. So I couldn't get a word in. You come in and shut them up in a few minutes. Could use a woman like you in the town. There are plenty. Why let's join the council? Well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord. Besides, I don't think any of them are hard-headed as you. You're exceptional, Magdalena. You always are. You really think so? Well, yeah, I wouldn't tell you that otherwise. You're an admirable woman. Anyway, stand up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I make it have any influence. I was insecure about his place on the council. Maybe it, but sometimes I don't like to see much feelings. Yes, but no, to gain experience, I'm not involved in making decisions. Being the younger one on the council has been harder than I thought. I know, but others warned her don't think I'm capable, and even Paul has warned me about being too rash. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. I'm just carrying out a legacy, but it seems like the other won't make room for any change. Keep putting they're stuck in the past, but yeah. Thanks, Magdalena. It'll take some time, maybe they'll listen to me eventually. Oh well, better get back to it. See you later, Megs. Doot, 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 doot. Hello, Magdalena, how's the Klaus? Resi and I were worried. Alive, and that's what matters. Did you discover who attacked him? No, where it was left no sign. Terrible crime, terrible. May the Lord look after you both. May God look at it. We had enough tragedy in this town. Fortunately, Dr. Stoltz appeared to have had his purpose. I remember him being so sad. Really, he's so dour all the time. He used to be worse. Like, to talk about how he was destined for better places in this backwater alpine town. How he was meant for the court of the kings. No longer he grew up. What changed? The revolts no doubt changed everyone, but the one who saw the bodies. No, he's not a heartless man, mate. He deserves our compassion. But I shouldn't gossip. If there's anything that Rosie and I can do, let us know. I will thank you. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalena. Hello, Mr. Sturgeon. How is Klaus and Andris and I have been totally worried. Just weirdly still gets headaches and spills with loneliness. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. We're already ready to provide. Klaus have been friends for a long time. Many thanks to you, we're both grateful. It's the least we can do. We rather admire Klaus. If you don't mind, well, you weren't born in Tessing, am I right? I'm originally from Innsbruck. How did you arrive here? The twist of providence, sudden and unpredicted. I was but a young girl selling manner of wares on the market, pots and the like. One day this man appeared with a sullen, jitters and nervous coming over his words, but charming in a way. We spoke at length and it was intriguing and soon enamored as the candle had been lit. There was a man of talent that means after all blessed with a kind soul. I didn't feel to leave home, uprooting herself from the life. Frightening to be sure, leaving Innsbruck and my friends, my family behind. But it was exciting as well, going off to find new opportunities and build a new life. There wasn't much I had to look forward to in Innsbruck for few prospects for a Porgor. I can see myself sitting at the market, counting to sell odds and ends. So then there are risks had to be taken. Very sore. We all struggle in this world, but the moments always aren't bad. I know God had in His benevolence guiding us through it all. I feel I've been blessed with it, and it's not been bad for Enders either. My system with the bookkeeping inside of the smithy and other things. The smithy provides a crucial trait. The markets have taught me well. I'm a fair bit more comfortable with numbers than Enders, to say the least. I can't tell you any true answers, but I hope I can provide some encouragement. Don't forget you're important as well, and you deserve to live your life. I have to assist with a few things. Bye. Be well. Until later, Teresa. The inventor's up here. Carl. Hi, Carl. Magdalena. Yes? The cinnamon just arrived for the beer. Cinnamon, doesn't that come from Cleon? Yes, at a great cost. Oh, never mind that. It's for the Christmas celebration. Already? We're barely into November. The wheel of time stops for no man. But it's gonna be wonderful. Cinnamon coffee from the cocoa from the New World. Something I can't read. Jesus Christ, he who has money can do everything. Problem? Of course not, it's your money. Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. Clearly. The alchemy is not normally my strong suit. And for God's complaints about the cost, the base rye we're using is free. Given the other ingredients, I'd imagine it doesn't make much of a difference to the cost. I guess at least someone around here is aware of the cost. Do I or not have more than enough money to cover everything 10 times over? Of course, but I don't want to hear another word about it. Farmers has had so much rye this year they just couldn't use it all. Gerda made as much bread with as she could, but she wound up throwing a lot out. So why not make beer? I agree. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Do you know about the telling? I need to find a way in. Any chance you could help me? Getting someone, you must be on quite the adventure. So that I could rig up a double pulley system to lower and raise you through in this shaft. But that might take a while. Well, I would like to go today if possible. Of course, of course. With a good length of rope device you could brace against the wall and on the mine shaft. Are you trying to support your own weight? Against the wall? I think so. Excellent. Thank you, Bolts. Of course. Here you go. Do be careful though. Make sure the ropes are secure. I will until later. Good luck, Magdalena. Now we got our pulley system. There's still nothing down there. No, not over here. No, I'm too far low. Where is it? Wait, what? Where is this thing? Wait, hello, Magdalena. Oops. Oh, Hans. I bet your dad is like, he's a good man. I should have prepared myself for the worst. Thank you. Tell him you said that. Good. This sounds too many terrible things that we covered before. Maybe the Lord will return your dad to health too. I pray you're right. Be glad to have the time with him, I say. I wish I'd known what the hell wait. Anyway, did you need something? Was it really again, did you, or got in trouble? No, he's been fine mostly. Good, that's a thorn in my boot. He's lazy, ignorant, and doesn't care for his family, and he'll bring shame to the Bower name one day. I avoid sticking my nose in other people's affairs, but Martin's I understand what you mean. Couldn't use a good man like Lucky to get him straightened out. I wish I got in the shame what happened. Anyway, you didn't mean to. Until later, Magdalena. I really mean to talk to you. Okay. Where is? Oh, it's over here in this house over here. Is it you? God bless you, Magdalena. Do you have a moment? Of course. What do you need? Oh, it says you're obsessed with your painting. Looking at Elliot and tasking is the first part of the mural. Mother Elena said your grandfather read about the history of the town. Ah, further feels that it seemed like an old pot chart and Latin trivia were all he ever talked about. All of her granddad's reading came from Abu Dhabi, and you know what happened there. Poof, up in smoke. So do you have any of these old books? Only a few. Granddad tried to buy some when the Abbey fell in her lap, but they were too expensive. But I can show you something better than books. Anything would help. Right, so you don't have... So we don't have the books in the old, but we do have their stuff. Started destroying pots and animal bricks, and from what looks like an old fort, mountains of salt. You even found a little bear card from Amber. Where did you find all this stuff? Not just me, Carl finds things Fabian too, and any farmer can tell you the same. It's all out in the fields, under the dirt. Can't go in seal and turning up something. Where are you keeping these things? No worry, just toss them in the pile with the rest of the rocks and roots clumps. Sure, it's interesting, but we can't do much, anything except look at it. What do you think it all means? I don't follow. I don't think these people lived. Rough, I'd say, but comfortably. We don't find much of their clothes or houses, so they must have rotted. I guess that would mean they live in huts. But their tools are good quality. If they weren't rusted all to hell, I could probably use them today. I don't know why, but I'm assuming they lived in the caves or in the muck. They weren't Christians, no doubt about that, but they weren't animals either. I'd say they had it hard, but they got by. Not so different from today, really. You mentioned something about salt. Did the pig start the salt mine? Hard to, hard to say. Hard to have, I say. Most people think of it as a Roman project, but I think the Romans just dug out what was already there. That's why testing was so important to the Romans in the first place, salt. I always wonder why they settled in such an alpine town. Do you know why there's nothing left of the pagans down there? I don't know, but anything they left would have to be preserved by what we dig out of the fields. Tell me, why are you thinking of going down there? I mean, there's stuff that could happen in the lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like Elena. I thought you could break your neck. Well, if Fizz made it back, and I'll be fine. So, but he might have gotten failed on his quest. Maybe don't take him as an example. Imagine how your dad if you got hurt. You don't have to know if you won't tell him, right? I'm not lying to your father so you can put yourself in harm's way. No, you're clever. I doubt you'll find a way if you set your mind to it. But I can't help it. It'd be breaking your father if something happened to you. It's fine, I understand. Good. This has been a big help. Glad to spread around the past. I think the big stuff will make it into the mural. Could bring some of the things the boys and I found out tomorrow. That would help at all. That would be great. Glad you're taking an interest, Magdalena. I thought no one cared about the pagan, but me and my granddad. Should warn you, if you head into the forest, keep an eye out for the Lord's men. They're strict, worse than that they used to be. Be careful until tomorrow. Till then. Let's go into the mine. Wait, I think I heard it. Morning, Magdalena. How's class? And during, even when his speech started, he's given a careful heart. I don't know if he like a read about him. That's a good man, Magdalena. I think he's a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in testing who hasn't been on my back all this time. What do you mean? I'm pretending like you haven't heard. Hansvogel whispered about me for years. So what if I hear the under a few brawled? I'm an honest man. I wasn't involved with what happened at Otto Zimmerman. I supported his cause. I pulled my weight around here, tilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Baghdad craft. Don't even get me started on Angus. Always dying and saying I'm disappointed to compare to Lucky. I wasn't even here when he died. You're supposedly a grown man and you can't understand why she can't agree with you. You're a cretin, Morton Barrow. How would you know about that? You weren't even alive then. Then that backbreaking for goddamn rest. You seem like you could use a respite. Damn right. Oh, it's not. I just. The reason I'm trying to get. Wait, I'm afraid the reason. What do you think I know about the history? I heard Mother Lily told me you borrowed a book of biblical history from Baron Rothschild. Mother Illuminatia? Oh, you mean one of the old nuns from the convent? Yeah, sure, a book. I might have taken it back then. That was a lifetime ago. I can't remember the book or what I did with it. Those years are a blur. Probably threw it away somewhere or left it at home. Wouldn't have been much for me to do with the book I can't read. Too unique for me to have sold it. No one outside Tatting would care about its history anyway. Maybe I should ask Rena if she remembers anything about it. Sure, it couldn't hurt. Still good to go, but she's the only one who remembers shit. Thanks for the help, I guess. Uh-huh. Anything else, I get back to work. Until later. Off to the salt mine we go. Or not that way, obviously. Oh, this way. And then through here. And then through here. Oink, 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 oink. Bros gave me this rope to climb down, but it might take a while. Should I go now? I mean, I have nothing else to do, so yeah. Climb down. Nothing else I have to do, so I might as well go down. Look before you climb. Gain a set. Nice. And it's like, yay, I'm glad we got down here with his help and not with the kids' help. A lot of different coins down here. How odd. Oh, tablet, still writing on it. Poem. Heat, rising passion. We already rid of some of the boss contraptions. Down here, I can see old bones are far too big to be human. Cave there. Oh, it's the pottery. It's beautiful. Let's go see what's in this cave up here first, and then I'll go down. Then I'll go further down. Pottery scattered everywhere. Oh, that's not the same kind of figures Tilla and the others found in the fields. To think that there are so many remains of our ancestors scattered at fields and caves like this. Oh, another piece. Here's another piece. Yeah, and now I'll go further down into the mine. Well, another piece. Oh, no, they're all in the same pot. That matches the piece I found. There's a Latin inscription here. It looks like a map of tasking. I wonder how it changes to see if I can map everything out. There's an aqueduct and the spring, and then the abbey up in the old fort, the hill, and there's the rest of the town. Wait, what's that building? I don't recognize it. Mr. I don't know what that means. I can't cut to the men or the label or the map. Maybe something sort of temple. Whatever, it's not in passing now. That's so odd. A very formal one. More comes the card. There's the word again. Myth. It must be the same word of the Romans. Another shard. This looks like an altar, but what's that? What altar be? A salt mine. It's even carved out of salt. I think it's said to a mythlurus hydrate. I have to go get my water bottle. I was waiting for somebody to do that. Give me 1 second. I have to go grab it. Alright, water bottle has been acquired. Let me clip my thing this way. That's it. Alright, everybody on YouTube and Twitch, please hydrate with water, tea, Coke, whatever you have, soda, whatever you have. Thank you, Samantha, for that hydrate. I think it's a statue of Mythras. His usually depicted with a dagger and a torch. It's less detailed than I expected. Thank you, I needed that. Getting a little dry from talking so much. I hope you like guys enjoy me reading instead of just being quiet with the text on screen. Oh, another shard. Oh, cave in the woods here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this class recent? Oh, we went everywhere in the mine that we could. You had to go back. We went in that cave. We went in that cave. Time to head back up. Or not. Maybe it's not. Good. Because I've been in some streams where people have text on screen and they just read it to themselves. Yeah, I know. So there's something I missed down here. Since I'm working against, oh, good. Well, that's yeah. I'm glad to hear that. I do like voice acting. Don't get me wrong. I like when they voice act it, but I don't mind reading it at all either. So what did I miss down here? Hey Brony, welcome in. Oh, I didn't go down here. Hey Brony, welcome in. How you doing? Another pottery piece. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out the same pot. Doing well today. We're working. Ooh, we get to put a piece of pottery back together. We're doing well. We're into Act 3 of this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. Hope you're doing well. I can rotate it, I see. Happy Friday, yes. There's a leg in the foot. Where's like another piece of an eye? An eyeball. I don't know. Oh, hold up. I want to pick you up. Because that lines up with that gray line a little bit. Oh, well, no, you go like this. If that goes like that, it should be on this side. Oh, there we go. That fits in. That fits right there. Okay, cool. We got one piece in. So we can go from the rest from that one. Oh. But we're doing good on this Friday. Who was your Friday? I just have nothing else to go off of though. Oh yeah, this goes here. Oh, I thought you would go like there. You go there, which means the head goes here like this. Now we're looking for hair. That goes there. So we got. Do we have more? I know this one goes down here with this line. This one, oh, this one goes. Oh, this one's wrong. Can I just put this somewhere else? What? That one's wrong. I know that. Pretty sure that goes on. Something goes in between those two. Maybe something like that. There's a sword being impaled into somebody. Think you go there like that. Oh, this is hard. Trying to look at the shapes as well, what would go in. This needs like a thing that goes. No, that stays there. No. This one I wanted to move. No, it doesn't go there. Oh well, that one's wrong, I know that. Maybe it goes. I don't know where that one goes. Does it go in here? Yep, goes there. Okay, that one goes there. So this one goes here. Turn. Yep, that one goes there. That's the other, that's part of the dagger that's going into him. Goes there. Which means this is part of his leg. This goes, no, rotate this way, please. Thank you. That goes there. Means this head goes up here. Like that. And then he has a dagger in his hand, apparently. No, I got two. Oh. Go there. There we go. Yeah, you got it. The figures on the pot look like they're telling a story. The paintings must depict an early myth even before the Romans. Let's see. This must be what's that? Perchetta is the pagan goddess of the Alps associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. The wild hunt. In German folklore, the wild hunt is a supernatural conquest of spirits and fiends which may cause destruction or potent war or other catastrophes. Not adequate appease. The wild hunt is often led by legendary figures such as the Perchentia or the devil. I've heard of the wild hunt before. Oh god, the next part looks like human sacrifice. And maybe a chieftain sacrificing a man to Perchetta. The bottom of the lid continues the story. Looks like the spirits must be coming into the feast of the sacrifice. It must be how the ancestors tried to keep everything safe. They offered sacrifices to Perchetta. To think, maybe this could be the one. I have to think more about it before I decide for certain. Alright, I better keep going before I run out of the oil in my lamp. More Latin writing. Well, we gotta get any further with all the trouble, I suppose. Like, yep. Now we go back. Still, the murals on this wall showed me the touting. The Romans were here. Wonder if I can find out what this mytharium was or what it is. When putting the pottery back together, it showed one of the earliest swords of tossing. I think I've seen everything in down here. I should come. Yep. Sword. Work to leave the mines. I think whenever we start the next day, we'll probably call it a day for us. I mean, I know it's just day, but I like to start on. I like to do it on new days. I mean, I think it saved like 3 minutes ago or like 2 seconds ago, but still. Exit the mine. Uh-oh. What? Who's that? Hello, is someone there? But yes, before another rock comes crushing down. I hope that the rope doesn't come down. Oh wow. He could have just cut the rope, but okay. Or he, she. It looks like a he. Who was that? I mean, a pollen armor that would have helped me out of there. Well, now I have the more information. I can make a decision on the first section of the mural. Should get back to the route house and get to work. Or we can stop it here. Yeah, we'll stop here. I think it saved 9 seconds ago. Yeah, we'll end it here for the day. Plus, my voice needs a break from reading so much. But thank you for coming in at the end, Brony. Hope you're doing well today. But those on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye, YouTube. Alright, now that YouTube is gone,